Well, yes, indeed. We're coming to you live from Abeokuta, Ogun State venue, where they will be holding this 40th anniversary. Well, we have Mr. Lekan Adegbite here with us. He is the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure to talk us through at least the opening stages of what this is about. Morning, and thank you for coming on today.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Well, already we understand that there will be this, first and foremost, congratulations on your 40th anniversary. But then 40 projects, is that what you're also going to commission this time?
Well, it sort of rhymes. 40 projects, 40 years. We actually have more than 40 projects that are ongoing, but we thought, let's do 40 projects for this particular occasion. 40 projects, 40 years. It's a catchphrase.
More than 40?
Yeah, we do have more than 40 projects going on, actually.
You know,
okay, but
sorry,
40 is huge.
40 is huge.
Yeah, 40 is huge. I'm not just talking infrastructure now, which is my forte. I'm talking of the 5 cardinal programs of government. Projects in education, projects that we have on health, projects that we have in infrastructure, there's housing, and of course, urban renewal. The 5 cardinal programs, there's so many projects going on, currently.
Tell us about your purview, works and infrastructure. What is going on there?
Well, works and infrastructure is like the bottom line for all these other projects. I've been there from the beginning. The governor decided that, look, we needed to improve the infrastructural base of the state so as to attract investors. And I must say this has yielded dividends since we started in 2011. The idea was, modernize the city, bring in new roads, decongest the center and all that. And we started with the major cities. Abeokuta, Ijebu-Ode, Shagamu, Ota. And also, there's areas we call border towns. We decided to actually open up the border towns as well. We're talking of from Songo in Ota all the way to Ojodu in Lagos. That's a 32-kilometer road. It's actually a 40-kilometer construction. At Akute, it bifurcates, and you can come out through Yakoyu or you can come out through Ishashi and all that. So it's a total of 40-kilometer road. He opened up a whole area there, Agbado, Akute, Lambe, and all those areas, people living in, who actually work in Lagos but live in Ogun State. We opened up that area. And at the same time, we're not leaving out the rural areas as well. The longest road that we're constructing now is a 110-kilometer road that cuts across 4 local governments. The road starts from Ilara. Actually, it starts from Alagbe. Alagbe is a border town with the Republic of Benin. And then it goes, that's from Imekoa from local government, goes through Yewa North, you have Ijo, Egua, and all that. Comes to Ojaodon. Ojaodon is in Yewa South, and the road eventually ends at Elashe, which is in the Ipokia local government. So in the West Senatorial District, that road covers 4 local government out of 5. And it's a very long road. What's so exciting about that particular road is the fact that there are areas on that road that never existed. I mean, road never existed. So communities that are like from 10 minutes now, you can get to each other by 10 minutes. They had to go like 2 hours before they could get around to each other, because then you have to go all the way around. So on that road, there are virgin portions that we just constructed. Road never existed. So these are no others. Basically what we did, and it's beginning to yield dividends.
Some people would say that that's a lot of ambition. Ambitious projects. I mean, as you rightly said, the projects are ongoing. Some people are not very confident that the project will be finished in this tenure. Do you actually plan to finish them within the tenure of the governor?
Well, as we speak, Mr. President will be coming to Ogun State today, and he will commission some of the projects.
Commission, as per they're finished or they're about to, some of them are about to start?
Well, commission, no. Well, there's something about this, about the governor. He doesn't believe in groundbreaking. Like he said, commissioning means for it to be used. A lot of our roads are ready. Some, of course, I must admit, we put them in phases because, like I said, they're very ambitious. And so what we've done is put them in phases. Some phases are ready, while the others are ongoing. But I can tell you that we can finish all the roads within this.
So what about them? Some of those that will be commissioned today, it's actually the first phase that's been completed.
Some of them are fully completed. Shagamu is completed. The road in Shagamu. The roads in Abeokuta here, they're completed. The road in Ijebu-Ode, it's phase 1. That will be commissioned today, and so on and so forth. The Lara June thing I'm talking about, phase 1 will be commissioned. And so many Ota is completed. Ayetoro is completed, 100%.
The reason I asked this.
Sorry about that. What about the Akete Road? Because some...
The Akute Road...
No, Akete. Is it Akete?
It's Akute.
Akute. Good.
The word is Akute. It's a community along that route. Like I said, it's a 40-kilometer road. That also, phase 1 is ready. I'm not so sure whether the itinerary of Mr. President will get there. But we're hoping that one of the dignitaries, maybe the VP or some of our former governors, will commission that phase 1, the phase 1 of that road. It's a very ambitious road. It's the most expensive road we're constructing.
How many phases are there?
We've actually phased into 3. Phase 1 is the road that comes from Songo and takes you beyond Ijoko. But I must say that while we've phased into 3, that we've identified certain areas along the route that are, congested. That's the word, lack of better word. And what we've done is that we've started work on those areas, and those areas will be ready. Like at Yakoyo. Yakoyo has a very narrow bridge. At Yakoyo, is on the river Yakoyo itself. What we've done there is we've constructed a bridge of 6 lanes. What we had at Yakoyo was just 2 lanes. So, of course, it was a bottleneck. In the morning, a lot of people work in Lagos, live in the hinterland, and they come through that bridge. And, of course, it becomes a funnel, and you are there for several hours. So that bridge is a 6-lane bridge now, and everybody will just zoom through. That has been done. You could call that a phase. At the same time, we have another bridge at Akute. Akute is a crossroad. It's a very busy major road. We have another bridge at Agbado Junction. It's also a very busy road. And we also have another bridge over river, it's called Abuleku. That particular community is called Abuleku. It's the same problem with Yakoyo. In fact, it's worse because the bridge at Abuleku was very narrow and very low. When in the rainy season and we have high tides, of course, the bridge is covered and people can pass. So it cuts off a lot of people from that road. That bridge also, it's ready. What I would call the phases is the roads in between, actually, in between the bridges. We have a bridge over the railway crossing at Ijoko. So on that stretch of 40 kilometers, we have a total of 5 bridges. 2 additional ones will come in at Ojodu. Because when you get to Ojodu, you're going to come in around that area they call Baja Junction. And then, of course, we have 2 bridges there that will link if you're going to Lagos or if you're going towards Ibadan and all that. So these are all ongoing.
The road from Songo to Abeokuta.
Well, the road from Songo to Abeokuta actually is one of the roads we've not done. The roads from Songo, that's the road from Lagos to Abeokuta through Songo. It's a major road that was actually done by the federal government just before we came in 2011. It was just commissioned by the former president. And there's some bad portions of that road now, which we've been managing since.
It's really a mess.
Yeah, we've been managing that road. We've had to patch stretches of it. There's an area called, the name escapes my mind now, but several junctions on that road that we've had to manage. Ilogbo, I was trying to, Ilogbo Junction. Of course, that's a very particularly bad one. We've had to manage that road.
Why can't it be fixed?
It's a major road as well. I think we may get around to it, we may not. But sincerely, when we came in, it was a freshly delivered road. So it wasn't in our program. I don't want to go like federal road or federal road because most of the roads we are doing in Ogun State are actually federal roads. So it's also, that's another thing. We're currently discussing with the federal government to get some reimbursements for all the jobs we've done. And the talks are in advanced stages now. Well,
I sincerely hope that you get that because the reason I'm asking the questions, the reason why all of this looks very ambitious is because of the funds. If the funds were available, it will be job done. But how do you intend to manage? A lot of governors are complaining about no money.
Well, I think it was a journalist from NTA. I had an interview, it was on Saturday or Sunday, and he asked me, the first question he asked me is that, where do you get money for all this? He came in from Abuja, and he hasn't been here for a long while. So he saw a lot of things going on, and he said, oh, how do you do this? And I said, well, finance is actually the forte of the governor, and we've been very lucky. We've been frugal. We've been genius in terms of getting our IGR and all that. We've plugged a lot of loopholes, and then we've had the funds. And I think we said we've been very lucky.
You still have a lot of IGR? How much is your IGR?
The IGR actually fluctuates because, it depends on a lot of things. But I think at the zenith, we were able to get about 7 billion at a point in time. I think that was in 2013 or 2014. But, it changes because even now...
So how much is it now?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm not in finance. I think you probably are going to have the Commissioner for Finance eventually when it comes there. But it fluctuates from month to month. You could make 4 billion this month, and next month it goes to 3.5, and the other month it goes to 5. You know, because IGR is actually also based on payee. If the federal government staff that are in Ogun State, if they are paid, you are able to get a taxes from them. If they're not paid, you don't get a tax for that month.
All right, let me bring up some roads that people are talking about here. They ask Alagbole, especially the bus stop called Odoyaran. They say it's been abandoned since 2013 after 50 houses or to 60 houses have been destroyed. Is that correct?
Well, that would be an unfair assessment for them. Sorry, I don't know who wrote that. I know that a lot of people are pained because it's a necessary sacrifice that we made. People in those areas suffered a lot. Successive administration in Ogun State had actually not reached them. So when we came in, it was a priority for this administration that we needed to reach the border towns. Those are the people I call border towns. In fact, a lot of people who live in Agbale will say, when you ask them, I live in Lagos. That's what they'll tell you. But Agbale is actually in Ogun State. Ojudu is in Ogun State. Akute is in Ogun State. But if you look at all those people who live in those areas, the border towns, they were actually paying their taxes to Lagos. They were not paying to Ogun State. So it was one of the things when we came in that we started, because actually it's not something that, it's a law. The law says you pay your taxes to where you live, not where you work. But a lot of people were not aware of that, or they were aware they didn't bother. So we started an enlightenment campaign and said, look, you need to tell your employers that you live in Ogun State. So when they deduct your money at the end of the month, they pay to Ogun State. Because you were spiting yourself. The revenue that's due to Ogun State government so that they could improve your lives was being given to Lagos State free of charge.
Is that why the road wasn't done?
The road has been done.
It's been done now.
Oh, that's the road I'm telling you about. That's the that community falls along that 40-kilometer stretch. Alagbole, and the bridge I'm talking to you is actually River Yakoyo, or people call it River Alagbole. The bridge I'm telling about.
Are the taxes being paid to Ogun State now?
Well, we've achieved some measure of success on this. A lot of people are paying now, but it's an ongoing campaign, an ongoing awareness campaign and all that. People still need to pay to us. A lot of civil servants who work in for Lagos State government actually live in those areas. And of course, some of the organized sectors, I mean, some of the money is coming in already. Finance is not really my forte. I think when the finance commissioner comes in, he would deal better with that.
Right,
but sincerely, the road is going there. It would be unfair to say it's abandoned.
Okay, Lekan Adegbite is the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We will be back in a minute. Don't go away.